Where was I? It's like I'm not enjoying any more journaling, I think. If I would have a possibility of doing this, because it's like with journaling, a, a different mechanism is activated, but while speaking, it's a different one. It's like I don't know exactly how that works, but it's something that I just realized. I thought maybe I could journal instead of continue talking, but then I didn't feel like doing it. And also I realized after doing this talking, it helps in some way. It's journaling is also externalization somehow, but it's not externalized enough. So yeah, and yeah, so that was it. And another thing that, yeah, the coffee alternative that also I bought. It was not a chorizo thing. There were some other products similar to that. I tell myself that like I don't buy this advertisement stuff. I don't get fooled by them. But that's a lie. I do. And like for example, there were a few different brands and stuff. For whatever reason, I don't know. This brand called Lima somehow gives me an impression of a high quality product. I have no idea why. Is it because of red? Is it because of their logo? Because of their design? Like for whichever product that I see with a Lima brand on it feels premium, high quality. So yesterday also I went for those brands. I bought two different things. One is called Yorzo and another one is Jano. But I tried and the smell was weird. Smell was interesting. It's like it's quite specific smell. I think I will get used to it. But now I'm still having coffee this morning. And it's not a delicious coffee, it's just low quantity grounded coffee. Just yeah, just gives me, it's just a part of this routine. And yeah, when I'm hopefully I will not buy new coffee. And I will try to continue with those alternatives and see how that goes, because I want to quit on caffeine. It's not good for my body, or at least I think so. And yeah, I have an assumption. I will verify and see if that helps or not. Yeah, and yeah, the rest of time I'm just being lazy. Actually, yesterday I was having a bit of conversation with AI, and he suggested that maybe I should not use lazy, but call it like maintenance. Yeah, it was a long time. Also, I'm convinced that this lazy is not like a lazy how people would name call that behavior. But indeed, it is a kind of a maintenance, and I would call it creative. In the past, it's laziness can be creative. It's like a ground where the creativity do its work. But you need to be lazy for that to work. I just need to let it happen. And one way of letting that happen is to be lazy. it seems, and pushing it to be active, efficient, doing things. It's not working out. So yeah, and even though my sleep schedule is also ruined in some way, I sleep 1 hour longer and wake up 1 hour later. And even this morning I stayed even in the bed even a little bit longer. Oh, that was so nice. Actually, I woke up before my alarm, but not fully. I was like, I'm gonna wait for the alarm. And then even after the alarm, sorry, I stayed a bit longer in the bed. It was so nice. It reminded me those times that I shared the bed with another person. And having them there, touching them gently, like making sure I was there and they were there. It was nice. Maybe I wasn't as that gentle. I thought that I was at that moment. But it's just like this touch of a presence, you know? I'm here, you're here. We're sharing this moment. And that physical touch, yeah, that's important. How light that it will be, doesn't matter, but that slight touch, it's still, I don't know, maybe it's a reflection of emotional touch or existential touch, or however you want to call it. It's like a connection. It's not just simple two physical material things are touching each other. Just so it's like I wouldn't know the other person, how they feel and how they experience it. I could only imagine it through myself. And that is extraordinary. It's like to know what this means to me and to know what this could mean for the other person. It's like to know what they are giving it to me. You know, if you know the value of what you're receiving, and in return, imagining that you're the source of that giving to the other person. You are the source of that connection. That's so huge. That in a sense doesn't mean that like I become so important because I give you this connection. I provide you this. Not in that sense. That doesn't make me important. But it's it's something else. It's like an honor, you know. It's so valuable. It's just like I am not important. It doesn't make me important that I'm giving you this. I'm not giving you this. But I'm not able to find a word. It gives me a positive feeling that you're receiving this through me. It doesn't make me important that I am like the source of it, but it makes me honored that like this reaches you through me. I hope I'm making myself clear. It's a difference there. Like imagine someone as a, it's not the food, they're the spoon. Like imagine the joy of a spoon. Imagine you have a delicious food ready to eat. And then you have some spoons, or maybe not at all. But imagine the joy of that one spoon. That food is being fed into you through that spoon. That doesn't make the spoon important. That gives the spoon that gives the spoon a purpose. What did we get into? What was that? That gives the spoon a purpose. That gives the spoon a purpose. Wow. That was such a cloud that we passed through. See, it's like this is what I'm talking about. Would this come out in a journal? It's like, could be, but I don't know. That gives the spoon a purpose. The spoon is not the source. It's not the food. Yeah. So I'm building up some new routines also. It's like in the last 2 days I'm having some biscuits with milk. It's comforting. And even before sleep. It's relaxing. I bought those biscuits in a Turkish market with some pudding powder. There was a dessert that in my family that was used to be made. It's a simple one. It's a tiramisu of poor people, maybe. So it's a layer of biscuits with that pudding. I'm supposed to mix that pudding with milk and then just create layers between biscuits, and then after a while that will become so soft and tasty. The biscuit itself, it's sweet, I think, for me at least. And with the pudding and all that, I think it will be like a sweet thing. Maybe not so sweet, but sweet. Well, man, that's a new thing. And on YouTube, I'm keep watching those videos. It's like I'm thinking, how crazy. It feels like I wasted my whole life. My family used to force me to learn something, like maybe in my childhood to work. I did some work, but I didn't understand why. And like now when I think about it, I would like to learn carpentry. I would like to know how to build some wall or columns out of beton, concrete with those metal things. And another thing is stonework. Like, yeah, just like all of the things that I see what the guys are doing. For example, the gardening. And to me, this looks like a kind of an engineering. It's a problem solving. It fits into the way that I think, and I would like to learn things and do things. And I don't know, like I don't have any enthusiasm anymore with the software stuff. That is also, it's a kind of an engineering, but actually it's like, it's a fake engineering now I'm thinking about. Okay, it's not fake, but it's not real. It doesn't feel real anymore. It feels like it's a luxury kind of engineering. Like being able to, I don't know, put together a desk, a table for a need, for an immediate need. It doesn't have to be something like so crazy. But to be able to just build 4 walls, just put something on top of it, just really minimal, but it has direct impact, direct connection to your basic need. You just build a shelter. Just protect yourself from sun, from dark, from cold, from unknown, danger, whatever. I don't know if I would live in those conditions or not, but to me it feels good to know those things. And not to blame or anything, but it's just to reflect back at the moment with all I had, I wish that I learned those things. For example, imagine in every summer, I had no enthusiasm at all at the time, but like now thinking that it would be awesome to just go in the summer, like not even get paid, but to just have access to all the tooling, the environment, the workshop, and then we just learn 1 or 2 things. I remember my brother work in a, what is it called? Terzi? Trader? It's like the people who do clothing stuff. He picked up some skills there. And later on that helped him. For example, ironing. He had some technique of ironing the pads, and we benefit from that in school with our school pens. It will be like so sharp line, it will be so clean cut. And some other things. And like to learn to know those skills, I would like that. I would really enjoy that. Like there are some things, some skills in life. Doesn't matter where, how, when you're living. Those things are needed. They are like basic survival needs. Like they're physical needs. And for example, to cook, to feed yourself. To feed yourself. That's a need. You cannot run away from it. You need to feed yourself. And this can be done in many, many, many different ways. So when you think about it, many of those things are built on this basic need. There are many, many, many different field of expertise or work, whatever field, it is based on this basic need. That is a need. I need to feed myself. That is a need. Like every day, in best circumstance, every day, that is a basic need. I need to feed myself. How do I do this? How do I do this? And another one, I think it's shelter. Yeah, this is a cave. Or is this a need? For example, this is a different need. This is not this. This is not same as not eat, like it's not same as like food. Like it could be interesting, I think. A thinking exercise to build the needs. To build the needs, the basic needs, and from there on you could branch out. And what are some ways to fulfill, to take care of these needs? Yeah, I need to eat. Do I need to eat every day? Which things do I need to eat? And how I can eat? Because each of those things, each approach, each solution is gonna bring something else with it. Are you gonna eat an apple a day? Or are you gonna eat a piece of steak every day? Or are you gonna eat from outside every day? Like you have one problem and you could have many solutions. And you could go from one problem to many problems. And then you could have more problems because of those problems. And then more and more and more. And then you may even forget what you were doing. It's like you're 10 steps deep or ahead of the problem. And I don't know anymore. What was the problem? What was the problem? What is the problem?